Hey guys, it's Collins, and we got another build today. We're going to build an ice farm. And what I've done is I've picked out a chunk, and it is one chunk. So you can see on the F3 screen up on the top, it's 030, and then it goes all the way over here where the oak ends at this block, which is 1515. And we've got all of our redstone is going to fit in one chunk. And then what I've also done is I have a border of an extra block, and this is basically just for us to walk around on three sides, and then we won't need an extra space back here. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to build our ice farm, and this whole chunk fits in a cold biome. So you can see that this says Extreme Hills, and it says Extreme Hills all the way around. There's a lot of cold biomes: Extreme Hills, Taiga, Frozen River, Ice Plains, Cold Beach, Stone Beach, and there's even some ones like Frozen Ocean that don't even generate in current versions of Minecraft anymore. But what we're going to do is we're going to pick a cold biome. We are going to go high up in the air. We are at y equals 225. We want to go high enough that we don't hit the, not too high that we hit the build limit, but we want to be high enough because at higher elevations, water freezes into ice faster. And the high build is also one thing that we want to do with this is it needs to be, it's best if it's away from your other build. So because when you build things up high in the air, it will or it can have an effect on the mob spawning, render distance, and rendering in your game, and the way your nether portals connect if you connect it with a nether portal. So we have this platform in a cold biome, and ideally this would be a remote location. For instance, in my survival world, I built one of these, and I have between my home base and a mushroom biome, I have a track in the nether to connect those, and then on the way in between those two areas, I found a cold biome and then just connected it with another portal, and that's where I built my ice farm. So ideally that's what you want to do, especially if it's far away from anything you've built existing in the world. Then you don't have to worry about your nether portals cross-connecting. And then what we've done is we've marked out the chunk border, obviously, so everything that is oak is in one chunk, and then this jungle wood is things outside the chunk just to give us some place to walk around. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a contraption with a timer. It's going to look something like this over here. And it's going to start off with a 1 wide hopper timer that is actually going to be 3 ticks. Is that correct? Yeah. 3 redstone signal, and then a repeater. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. It's going to be 3 redstone signal. And in this case, it's going to go into a redstone torch. And then the redstone that's going to be in the back here is going to be a wall of pistons. And that wall of pistons needs 2 blocks for the redstone signal, and then the pistons are going to sit here. And with the area that I provided here, this wall of pistons is going to be 12 blocks wide. So this is the 12th block. And then we're going to have some pistons pushing down here. So we want a block that's going to fill in front of these pistons that can't be pushed by pistons. And the easiest block to use that with is furnaces, because furnaces are just made out of cobblestone, and they're pretty easy to build. You should have a bunch of cobblestone in your world. And then on the opposite wall of the pistons, we're going to place furnaces along this wall also. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a 12 high, or 6 blocks high of pistons and 12 blocks wide of pistons. Then over here is going to be 6 blocks high of furnaces and 6 blocks wide of furnaces. So let me go ahead and build that, and then we'll show you what it looks like. Now that I've got this built out, we have a 12 wide by 6 high wall of pistons and a 12 wide by 6 high wall of furnaces on the opposite end. And what I've been doing here is we're capping everything out with half slabs so that we don't have mob spawning, and we are going to be using half slabs instead of lighting to stop mobs from spawning, because we don't want our lighting to melt ice. And these jack-o'-lanterns are lighting, but we will do something to stop that from interfering and melting the ice. And then what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be building a wall of redstone back here to power our piston wall. And what you want to do is we're going to actually create a checkerboard pattern, and it starts off with a wall of up and down, and this is just all redstone, and like that. And then this is all just a checkerboard pattern of solid blocks. And then what we're going to do then is we're going to have upside down half slabs behind the checkerboard pattern like this. So let me finish that up and I'll show you what that looks like. So here's our piston wall in the checkerboard pattern with the half slabs and redstone everywhere. And the last thing we need to do is we need to, as you can see here, the redstone goes straight into this piston. And it does that because there's a solid block above it. So on the top of it we need to actually place solid blocks up here, and the easiest way to do that is after you get your redstone in, just click blocks on top of that. And in case you're in survival mode on the edge of where the pistons are, you can take and just build a ladder up there, and that will allow you to get up there. And then let's go ahead and just power this up really quick. Is that going to work? Yeah. Okay, so there's our extended piston wall. And you can see it extends the whole piston wall, and part of the reason why this is done this way is this is just enough signal that we don't need a repeater or anything to get this whole signal to propagate all the way across. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a bay of water inside here. And it's going to start off like this. Let's see. So we're going to have some water in here that's going to form into ice. And then we're also going to have some water here. Let's see if I can remember how this is going to work. We're going to have water here and along this back wall, and then what we'll have in the front is actually some snow, and the snow is going to help the ice form faster. So let me build that out and then I'll show you what that looks like. I went ahead and threw in some colored glass in here just for looks. But we have our valley that is the whole length of the pistons, and that's one of the reasons why we extended the pistons. And then above that we have water will be here, water will be freezing here, and then snow over here to help the water freeze. And then we've just surrounded the snow in case it melts and the ice in case it melts, and we've kind of blocked everything in. And what we're going to be doing is using a piston wall to push this over, and this is sticky pistons along here, and then non-sticky pistons facing downward. And then what we're going to do is we're going to be powering these pistons by placing some redstone along this black wall, and then to get the pistons, once they extend to power, we're going to have some redstone along this wall. And this is a really simple setup. Double piston extender. It's going to look like this. And then for piston timings, this is 1 tick, so we need 2 more ticks on that. And then what that will look like is double piston extender, retracts. Double piston extender, retracts. So let's finish building that out, and then we'll go from there. So I've built all this out and capped it off, and then what I've done in addition is actually built a second downward facing ice cube maker. So while this was freezing, I placed some dirt, and we are going to have a second row of downward facing. We can use this same signal and then another signal with 2 ticks on the repeater out here, and this will extend both double piston extenders. And this should form ice faster. In this case, you are going to have to fill this in with a junk block like dirt or something. And then also what we're going to need to do is down here, we're going to have to place more furnaces to keep the pistons up there from pushing down too far. And I'll go ahead and fill the rest of that in. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how to do the rest of this circuit. This signal is going to stair up. And this is going to look like this. And we do not want redstone on top of this block. We don't need this lever anymore, and then this block here that doesn't have redstone on top of it needs a torch. And what this will do is, when this signal goes out, these pistons will extend. And then we put our hoppers in for our hopper timer. Sticky pistons, which you can point at the redstone. A redstone block. And then what this needs is 46 unique items. And that will make this thing work the whole way. And then what we can actually do is we want a way to turn this off. And that can be done with a lever like this. And then the last thing we need to do is, a couple of the last things we need to do is we need water in here. So water goes into that end and into this end and then all in here until this is a solid flow of water, like so. And then the same thing over here. Need water and water in all of this. And that should complete our setup. And then we're going to stop this signal, the light and everything coming off of this, from going into our, from thawing out our ice. Oop. I guess that doesn't really matter, does it? We're going to be using half slabs to block that off. And a half slab there, and a half slab there. And then half slabs on top of this to stop mobs from spawning. And then one more row of half slabs. Like so, and that will keep the light from our jack-o'-lanterns and our redstone from thawing the ice out. So our build is pretty much complete. We do want to finalize everything out, make sure that everything is covered in half slabs so that we don't have mob spawning. Make sure it's all covered in half slabs. We have an access ladder, so if you're in survival mode, you'll be able to get up to this contraption, and then once ice starts forming out here, you can get your dirt blocks back. And I went ahead and placed all of the furnaces down here to keep the piston wall from pushing everything down, and then from here it's just a matter of waiting for everything. And then since while we're up here, we have a little corner here, we can actually place a snowman in this corner, and we can use a shovel to get snowballs along with our silk touch pick to get ice. So that's it for our build. It's a pretty simple design. This second row of pistons and second freezing tray is optional. It'll just make things form faster. You can do it with one, like this one over here, or you can do it with two. Simple one wide hopper timer, simple redstone. It's not too much complex about it. Should be easy enough to understand. And that's our giant ice cube farm. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody who likes and subscribes. Tune in for more Let's Play, more contraptions, more redstone. And we'll catch you guys later. Punch 3 wood. 3 wood makes a wooden pick. 3 stone makes a stone pick. We're in the Stone Age, baby.